could you kill someone you love?
Some niggas say you're not a real killer till you do.
But I'm a dragon slayer, Rock. You call a dragon slayer when he ain't got no dragons to slay.
And if you a dragon slayer like you say you are, then I guess you and me about to step in the dragon's lair.
Can your whole world fall apart?
We both got family. If mine's fair game, so is yours. You need to hit first and hit fast.
I'm always protecting you, but not no more. Tonight I'm gonna do what I should have done.
Welcome back, Top Notch Gang, to another video. We're once again here for the upcoming season finale of Raising Kanan season 4. From the description and from the trailer, we obviously know this one is going to be a banger. We have a lot to look forward to, and now we have recently received the new exclusive photos for this upcoming episodes that we're going to be able to piece together with the trailer, with the description once again, like I said, and talk about what's going to go down. But a new scene that we are now getting and seeing is a confrontation between Lou and Kanan. I think this is going to be very important to what goes down within this episode. A lot of people believe in Kanan could possibly take out Rock. I think Lou could have some interference in that. Him finally entering back in the game, what is the significance of that? And we're going to talk about their relationship so far throughout the entire show. Lou taking out D-Wiz, him confessing that to Kanan, him telling Kanan about their dad's suicide and how Lou almost did it, but now how him being back in the game and them bumping heads on opposite ends of this war, how that could possibly lead to him being the first kill of someone that Kanan loved. The scene we do see Kanan telling Tariq in the original Power that you're not a real killer until you do that. So we're gonna go ahead and break all that down. As usual, you can leave a like, comment, subscribe, give me your last predictions for this finale, who you think dies, who lives, how everything is gonna go down. But let's go ahead and get right into it.
Scrap, D-Wiz. You damn near drowned yourself in a bottle over all that, Lou.
I think I got up over all that work because I hated it. But I'm a fucking dragon slayer, Rock.
Now, we begin this off with the conversation between Rock and Lou in season 4, episode 9, where Lou is coming to accept who he is in all this, that he enjoys being in the game, the killing, all of it. He calls himself a dragon slayer. And with the episode 10 description, of course, talking about Kanan furiously searching for answers, he's devastated, wants revenge, and talking about Rock trying to stave off the collapse of her business, and her and Lou preparing for a possible war with Unique. All these things and problems are gonna collide, and it's no better time than any for Lou to find himself once again. But it is interesting what we received, because the Lou we got in season 3, like Rock said, with the death of a Scrap, D-Wiz, he was hallucinating them and everything like that. He wanted completely out the game, and he's coming to terms with that. He knew taking out D-Wiz to protect the Thomas family, Kanan specifically, was the right thing to do, and killing Scrap when they thought he was a snitch, he understand why it had to be done even though they were close. So things like this he had to come to terms with. That's just part of the game, and that's what I'm good at, so the job must be done. But this takes us back to a conversation we had between Kanan and Lou in season 3, episode 1, where he admits that he was the one who took out D-Wiz.
She put down your boy. D-Wiz?
Yeah, I know.
She tell you she had me do it?
You could have said no to her, Uncle Lou. I could have said no too.
Now, I'm sure this is going to come back up in this new conversation we're going to receive between Lou and Kanan, for the simple fact that Kanan brought it back up when he confronted Rock about having something to do with Famous's death and saying, did you love D-Wiz like that? We saw what you did to D-Wiz.
Love Fame.
She loved D-Wiz too. Look what she did to D.
Loved Famous.
Love Fame like you love D-Wiz?
Being as Lou was actually the one who did the job and pulled the trigger, and he's currently on Rock's side of this war and situation, and we know that's going to be Kanan's primary target come this upcoming episode. Kanan is not going to respect what Lou has to say, because he's basically an accomplice to whatever Rock is doing and going on. And I think that was the thing they bonded with or shared the most with one another, that they weren't going to be controlled by Rock's bullshit anymore. And Lou even told him that he's the person he could talk to about Rock, because they see her the exact same way.
I hit you up because I felt like you're the only one I could talk to. Didn't mean shit to her, Kanan. You only want to know it like I do. See the same as me.
So this is just something I thought that they would always be on the same page about, which is why Kanan versus Lou bumping heads didn't seem likely. Or when people talked about him being the person Kanan loved that he took out first, it didn't strike me as being possible, but we'll get to that more later. But it seems like Kanan is going to look at him differently come this next episode, possibly in this scene where Lou was trying to set him straight about Rock and the truth and everything like that. And Kanan is not going to be trying to hear it due to the fact that you were accomplice in taking out one of my closest friends, and now you want me to believe that Rock didn't have nothing to do with Famous or Crystal or anything like that. So they're definitely not going to leave this conversation seeing eye to eye, but in the meanwhile they both going to have their own missions going on. As Lou said, he's a dragon slayer. If we remember anything about Lou, is that when he was doing this work for Rock, he was good at it. All the people he took out, from Scrap's mom to the nigga at the studio to like D-Wiz to all them people, like this is something that he just did on some everyday shit. And we even got people mentioning that within this season as well. We saw when he went to visit the people, Rilla did the robbery mission with everything like that, his name rang bells in the streets basically.
Lou Thomas. Heard tell you so many times over the years.
And Rilla even kind of repeated the same thing to him, said if they heard Lou Thomas came through the door, they would have real problems.
Back in the day, that nigga Kenyatta would have had a real problem on his hands if Lou Thomas came to the door.
I'm still a problem, Rilla.
So we know Lou definitely isn't no pushover, which is why I think Rock went to Unique shop with him. They walk through the door and everything like this, and we see in the trailer it looks like Lou is gonna be keeping his eye on Vanessa. He's possibly gonna take and kidnap her. We overhear in the trailer Rock telling Unique that if her family is on the table, then so is his. They both have some people they want to protect.
We both got family. If mine's fair game, so is yours.
So that possibly be one of the missions he goes on as well. Something that I do hopefully think gets brought back up as well within this conversation with Unique, Rock, and Lou is Unique telling Lou how he almost took him out in season 4, episode 1. Remember the flashback episode when Unique was quickly trying to get back in the game? He thought it was just Ronnie who took him out, but when he learned from early that Rock picked up all his work, he thought she had a part to play in all that. So he wanted revenge as soon as possible, and he almost took out Lou outside the little club that he worked at. But obviously the white lady came out, he decided not to do it. This would be interesting to see them have a conversation about this, and hopefully have a conversation about Lou, who he is now. Because if we also remember in season 2, when Lou was already starting to kind of want out the game, Unique told Rock that, said Lou is looking shaky, he doesn't want to be in this anymore, said this is not the same person.
Clear to me. Just ain't got the heart for this no more, kid. No, Rock, this one's shaky. Heads out the game. I could smell it on you.
I want to see if he gets that same feel in this conversation with Lou now, because like Lou said, he's back, he loved this shit, every piece of it. He's a dragon slayer, so I want to see if that conversation continues or comes back up in any sort of way. Last and certainly not least, Kanan killing someone he loved. Conversations has been started about this possibly being Lou, and we all know that all this is leading up to a scene we seen in preview trailer of Kanan. He's at Rock's house, he's talking to her, as we can hear, saying, I can't protect you no more, I'm gonna do what I should have been done.
I'm always protecting you, but not no more. Tonight I'm gonna do what I should have done.
Now, people are taking this to mean multiple things, send her to jail, take her out, whatever, but nonetheless, I don't believe anyone in the family is gonna let him do that. We got exclusive photos of Jukebox and Rock meeting at the same diner they've been meeting at, and I'm assuming this is the next day, of course, after he found out from Snaps and Pop that she took out Fame, or that they told him. Of course, it's not true. And we see him meet with Jukebox later that night. He's wearing the same clothes. We got an exclusive photo of that where we see he's possibly telling her what was told to him, and she's possibly telling him that Famous is dead now that she found out from Detective Garcia. He showed her a picture, so all this is just gonna be boiling over, and he's gonna be becoming more and more furious. So with Jukebox and Rock meeting within the next scene or the next day, whatever, I'm pretty sure she's gonna relay this information to Rock about what he believes, where he's getting his information from. Of course, Lou, she's gonna relay that information to him. We can see them two meeting at Rock's house, and this is what leads to the confrontation between Lou and Kanan. Now, once again, they're not gonna see eye to eye for everything that I mentioned earlier, due to the fact that Kanan's probably gonna look at him as a hypocrite, or that he's siding with Rock after everything she's put them through. And I think when he does decide to pull up on Rock, whether it's to send her to jail or to take her out, Lou is gonna have some type of involvement. And we do know, once Lou re-entered the game, we all pretty much understood that the only way coming out this time is with a bullet. Now, will it be one episode after he decided to re-enter? I'm not so sure about that, especially because he talked with Brilla, and Brilla said, hey, if you ever need somebody to get into the field to get some work done, at least hit me up for that, now that they aren't going to be doing the music thing no more. And I still want to see that come back full circle. But if he does have some involvement in this, we do see in the teaser for season 5, people was pointing out this specific scene of Kanan pulling the gun. It looks like he's wearing the same thing that he's wearing in the preview for episode 10. We see him crying, shooting a gun. People think this is possibly has something to do with Rock. They're pointing out that Rock, Lou, or Marvin, they showed none of them in the new teaser. They only showed Jukebox and Kanan. All that doesn't really mean much, but people are trying to run with this and create their theories, which I understand. So a lot of people believe that the scene from Original Power, where Kanan's telling Tariq that a lot of people don't believe you a killer until you do kill someone you love, and people are starting to think that that all adds up now to being Lou. Overall, that's it for this video. Like I said, you guys can leave your thoughts and final predictions down below. At the time you're seeing this, the episode is probably like tomorrow night. I think this video is dropping on Wednesday, so last chance to put your predictions in. I don't know, it's a lot of that predictions. And season 5, I don't know, I looked into it being the last season. A lot of people saying it's not, a lot of people saying it is. I guess there's no confirmation with that, but with so many new power shows in the works, we know Force's final season is coming in the fall. We know Raising Kanan season 5 is coming in the beginning of next year. We still have Power Origins, and then they announced 2 new spin-offs. We're gonna break all that down more once this season is over, but I don't know, it seems like Raising Kanan might be coming to an end very soon. Maybe they do 6 like the original Power, and as we know, the Thomas family wasn't in it. It's a lot of clues, hints about where they could be from the original Power. We're just gonna have to wait and see. As usual, you guys can leave a like, comment, subscribe though, and I'm out.